Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Van Dijk cuts out the pass, aims beyond the defence. It's Memphis Depay! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Messi. That's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's ball. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
De Jong. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, that's fabulous. Chooses to go back. Great chance! And that's a throw-in. Balde. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Reinders. Well-timed, excellent interception. And he cuts out the supply. Played out to the left flank. And the through ball. Mbappe! Nicely shaped ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Foot in. Knocks it into space. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that was nowhere near his best. Reinders. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pau Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Looking to play him in. Reinders. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get on the end of this? Zanetti could try cutting inside here. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Oh, super ball! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe! Chance for a shot! In he goes again! Goal! Arsenal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Arsenal have broken through, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now the cross.
What a letdown when...
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical.
Takes a shot! He's gone for goal! Pedri, now it's Haaland. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Ugarte goes on a charge down the left. Kubasi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Balde calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Plays it through. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Mbappe! He's being urged to shoot.
Memphis Depay really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Depay. Memphis Depay showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he finish? They've done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Kubasi. And Koundé. Haaland. Oh, that's a key interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is a little undercooked.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Foden in acres of space out wide. Header! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
El dorsal 22.
Messi goes short.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Camavinga. Great vision. He has a look up. Reinders, who does have an assist to his name. Camavinga goes steaming forward. He's in plenty of space here. And he welcomes it in. That's an excellent interception. Well, nicely intercepted. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And he shoots! They've scored! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's a little off target.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That looks a good ball through. Now, can he find a finish? And the shot! And he's there to get it away. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got under... A header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, played right into his path. And he can clear it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Bruno Fernandes. Distributed tidily. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's another throw. Mbappe! Oh, good take and a good hit. Messi! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Manchester United take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Jackson is flagged offside. Zanetti. And it's Messi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. So much time. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Bruno Fernandes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bastoni. Messi. And it's lofted through here. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Bruno Fernandes with a real chance here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Opts to play it back. Has a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Great vision. Zanetti. Lovely feet. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Memphis Depay. Reinders. Koundé deals with that comfortably. It's Memphis Depay! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Son Heung-min. And it's Kirkez. Aimed beyond the defence. Kirkez is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shot could be on. He's in a great position here. Corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Messi. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Zanetti. Here comes another cross. And it's Reinders. And he's there to belt it away. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. And this is Depay. Lewis Skelly. No way through. Oh, it's Memphis Depay. Look at the... And the finish! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi plays it short. Now it's Messi, delivered in. And he's taking no chances there. That's a throw. And he lines up a cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now he's got space here. Can he get onto this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Depay. He's had it taken off him. Threads one in. Caicedo. Messi, looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's burst through!
Habrá
Zanetti.
2 minutos de descuento.
And Reinders. That looks a good ball through. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Tries to pass it through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So once again, we're underway. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Jackson. Lewis Skelly. That has been slung wide. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that is as far as they're going to go. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Off the post!
Cambio de jugadores.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Memphis Depay. And he's had it nicked away. Valverde has created one goal already. And that's a good ball. And a chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Nicked it back promptly. Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Guerrero. Can he get on the end of this? Shot a goal! Ugarte. And it's Reinders. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Stood up well to him there. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Jackson. Just eases him off the ball. Jackson was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for options for movement. Jackson! Camavinga. Now it's Reinders. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Knocks it into space. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Manchester United are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Luis Skelly. And here's Kane. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's Memphis Depay! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Ugarte pinches it off him. That's a little off target. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi in acres of space out wide.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Reinders. And this is Messi. Oh, that's the chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Barcelona take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And the shot! So close to drawing level.
Mbappe really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Ugarte. Played back in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Somewhat off target. Played into the box. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Bruno Fernandes. He's shifting through the gears here.
3 minutos de descuento.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
Zanetti. Oh, important interception. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Memphis Depay claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head.